Hello, Darklings. So, for today's episode of What If, I have something a little revolutionary for me in my work personally, and something that's really revolutionary to our reality. And if this is real, what could this prove, and what knowledge could this give humanity? It could prove so many things that we in the spiritual community are already aware of and know. Scientifically validate what we see and interact with on a daily basis. Welcome back to What If, where we take all of the strange, bizarre, and unusual and we try to give it a spiritual link or explanation. I've been saying witches are just scientists like ahead of their time, and this video is going to prove that. Also, stay tuned for the theory talk, though it isn't much of a theory talk, because I'm going to reveal to you how this work validates what I have been saying all along, that demons, gods, and other things really are interdimensional or extraterrestrial beings. Dr. Daniel Nemes was an energy researcher and quantum scientist who devoted his time and energy to understanding dimensions, energy, and matter. His goal was to explore the unknown that we cannot see with the naked eye. His work led him to parallel realities and dimensions and experimenting with technology of energy devices that could help him see into what was truly out there and unknown to humanity. A technology where you can see into other realms. One he would develop, and it would lead to his disappearance and groundbreaking results. He would call it energy vision. The device he made combined lens of sunlight and the lens that he crafted himself, quantum mechanics, electromagnetics, and advanced imaging. After many years of research, he believed he could use this to see energetic visions of other realms and dimensions. Dimensions which is parallel to ours, right around us and on top of us, but maybe not even parallel, maybe right here with us. And he was successful. The sensors and emitters on his device captured images of other beings, the ones I'm showing you on the screen. Beings that are reported by others seeing while under the influence of psychedelics like DMT. The frequency of his device resonated with these beings, allowing him to capture something truly phenomenal and incredible until his invention. When they are captured in image, they're produced by an advanced algorithm where you could clearly see what appears to be interdimensional beings, light beings, or what we might even perceive as ETs. This device scans an area emitting a frequency and light while scanning for any anomalies or energies that could be there that we can't see with the naked eye or perceive. His findings prove there is more out there and should have been in the news everywhere and celebrated, changing our reality and understanding of our world and universe, and create a groundbreaking doors to be opened in the scientific world. This supports many scientific theories, but more importantly, it supports more spiritual practices and beliefs. It supports the existence of other realms and dimensions, and that perhaps there are more intelligent life forms out there, around us at all times. This knowledge would change cosmology, biology, physics, and the very nature of reality. How do these beings interact with our and their reality? Could they be the Fae? The elves? What exactly are they? A lot of the beings he captured were humanoid in a sense, but with larger eyes or some with elongated limbs, heads, or others were ethereal or light translucent beings. Others have what appear to be wings, horns, and fire around them. This knowledge not only validates the scientific world, but the metaphysical also. Who would look at these findings and deny what the spiritual community already knows? We know so much more exists. We communicate with it all the time. This is a reality for us in the spiritual community. So magic and all that comes with it could no longer be denied. The ancients knew of the existences of other worlds and beings, but we were burned, tortured, converted, and programmed to think it was fake or crazy to think of such things. Nemes' work is a bridge to the multiverse and other realities and validates so much that we are told isn't real or met with skepticism. Nemes had an interest in dark matter, other realities, and astronomy since he was young, growing up in Spain. Moving with his parents to Colombia eventually, some say he was part of a secret society in his studies and research. Others say he was self-taught. But his obsession gave us a glimpse into space and our reality right here with us, only at a higher consciousness of energy. Daniel called some images demons. And working with demons, I can pretty much say that these are in fact these beings that I've been saying all along, that these demons are interdimensional that we work with. We cannot deny that this one on the screen looks just like Baphomet. Where did these come from? They had to have come from somewhere. Was Elphius Levi channeling this when he drew the picture of Baphomet? This image he specifically called a demon, and you cannot deny that this image does resemble one. Daniel chose to keep his technology device private out of fear NASA or the elite would take his invention. In 2017, almost all of his photos he posted on his page, over 1,000 images of these beings, were abruptly deleted, leaving around 80 remaining online after he reposted later. Daniel was excited with what he found and disappointed at first that no one seemed to care about his findings. He wanted the world to know the truth. He was met with insult and anger and criticism that was negative. He was mainly showing his work on his Facebook page and in groups. Later, his images started gaining traction, and in 2017, his Facebook would be deleted with all his work. Later, a new account re-emerging where he announced that the powers that be were in fact silencing him. He experienced being hacked, trolled, and chaos online and being blocked. Something, or rather someone, took his Facebook down. People thought he disappeared then and that the powers that be got him. Though he didn't disappear at that time, they did do their best to silence him and troll his work to where people would become skeptical. Daniel said in a post that Disney and the powers that be were coming down on him. He claimed they did not want us to know the truth. Daniel now has been gone and not posted for a year. Some wonder, did he go dark and go into hiding? Or did they finally get him? I don't need to really go into a bunch of spiritual theories in this one because I feel like this kind of runs hand in hand, science and spirituality. However, after my path workings with demons, this validates what I have been trying to say that I haven't really seen other practitioners say. Demons are interdimensional beings. These images, I am certain, is what we work with, no matter what we label them, no matter how they appear to us or interact with us. I've also said when working with demons, you must raise to meet them halfway at their level of energy to perceive them. So this gives me validation on my own spiritual work, especially since whatever technology Daniel created uses energy to do the same to capture these photos. revolutionary for my own findings and work where science meets spirituality, and that we have come to the same conclusions. I find this highly fascinating, almost like, again, I am being led and validated that I am on the right path. As I continue my path workings, my newly one with Azazel soon, I would love to actually question this being about this. I want to confirm that what I suspect through my own work is true. What is angels, demons, and gods? Are they just these other beings that we share reality with in other realms that overlap us? Spaces shared by us all that we cannot perceive due to frequencies and light and other things kind of being limited to us in our perception and how we interact with the world. I suggest that this is so. I really hope you guys enjoyed this, or at the very least, it made you think a little bit. I find it highly interesting and fascinating. I pulled up all I could find about Daniel. There really isn't much left out there. I wonder why.